Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cin City D&D. I am, as always, your humble yet horrifying DM, Matt Butler. To my right, lovely and talented Madison. Why don't you tell us about your character?
Hi, I'm Madison, and I play Hixsori Basha, the Tiefling Cleric.
My name is Charlie. I play Reprious, Frostbeard, the demon-slaying dwarf that don't take no shit.
Yo, I'm Rob, play Varus, the drow evocation wizard, master of smoke tricks, and dealer of badassery.
Well, I played a half-orc soldier fighter.
My name's Casey. I play Penumbra Rios, the green dragonborn rogue, out to reclaim his mother's former territory and build a huge treasure in it.
If y'all will recall from last time, you guys ended up climbing Carl, creating an amazing laser light show with Hixsori as the star. Managed to find the locket, which had the map inside of it. Found a group of giants that were hurling boulders at each other, but managed to follow a line of blue fungus to a row of exploding pomegranates that almost knocked Varus on his ass. But you guys managed to survive and make it inside of the clearing that's covered with all of this blue fungus. And as soon as you entered the large mushrooms that you saw in 4 groups around the field have now started to shake and come to life.
Ooh.
Suddenly reminded of the dancing mushrooms from Fantasia.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
There are these mushrooms that jump up, right?
Yeah.
That are dancing.
Yeah, they're totally dancing. They're like...
Nice. Nice. I can respect the dance, but I guess
Are you going to fight them?
think so, right?
They're just dancing.
I mean,
How would you feel if you were getting it on the dance floor and somebody just came up and stabbed you? Just like, what the fuck, dude? I'm rolling.
stuff stick to me last night, and I took intelligence damage, so...
Do you not enjoy mushrooms? Or are you hungry?
All right, I'm going to use one of my maneuvers, I guess.
Okay.
Mushroom slash maneuver.
Know thy enemy.
You basically know that these things live in deep forests and are sort of ambush predators. They sort of lie in wait for bigger things to come across them. And then their leaves that they have around like the bush, like basically like they're a giant mushroom, right? But like there's a bush around it essentially. And the bush has leaves. And whenever you eat those leaves, you become paralyzed. And so it waits basically until something nibbles on those leaves, then comes to life and eats it. Because basically it's like, it's basically like an upside down octopus, because it's got all of its roots are basically like its tentacles, but they're inside the ground while it's waiting. And then it like lurches up out, and then it's got a big old like mouth beak underneath that it uses to attack people.
Holy shit.
Something to keep in mind, there are 16 of them in the little area that you're at.
16 of those octopus things?
Yeah.
Octashrooms?
So I'm just going to go ahead and take my 2 attacks then.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my whirling axe.
Dude. Yeah, get them. Get them.
All right, so you slash into a group of 4 of them with your whirling axe, swinging it around all crazy. You manage to slice into, they start oozing this like gross-looking like fungus blood, and but they're still on their feet, and they look very agitated, and they're looking right at you now.
Okay, so I'm going to do a stealth check and hide from their line of sight.
Well, where are you gonna hide? Because everything's covered in fungus. So where are you gonna?
Oh, really? Oh, fuck.
Like the entire room is covered in sheets and sheets of this fungus.
Okay, are they all concentrating on Will? Can I like hide in their blind spot now, or?
Yeah, I mean there's 4 groups of 4, and one of the groups of 4 is currently occupied with Will.
Okay. Fuck it then. All right, I'm gonna go straight at the one of the other groups of 4 and come at it with my my cone of cold attack.
So you unleash this cone of coldness from deep within you, and you manage to freeze the one directly in front of you in place. But the other ones only take minor frost damage.
Oh, shit.
The two groups, the one closest to Casey and the one closest to Will, they both start to attack them, but they manage to dodge out of the way because they're still kind of sluggish, having just pulled themselves up out of the ground. Plus, they seem to be a lot less mobile than what you would expect to see, Will. But the other two groups begin shambling towards you, and everybody make a Constitution save as the fungus itself starts to crawl up on you.
Oh, I hate fungus.
Most of you, all of you except for Penumbra, managed to resist the fungus's influence, but Penumbra, you feel this like horrible sensation flow over you, and you're just like, whoa. And then you feel like your consciousness closing in like an elevator door, and you're just like, oh, and then all of a sudden, pop. Like you're not there anymore, and your body is being puppeted by something else. So then you guys see this. You see this look of just like this faraway look come over Penumbra, and then he picks up his axe and starts to shamble towards you guys.
Harpoon, but yeah.
Harpoon. I'm sorry. He picks up his harpoon and starts to shamble towards you guys.
Y'all better hope I don't have access to my breath attacks.
Can I try to... I know it's not Casey controlling himself, but can I try to command him to stop?
You could, yeah, for
Because
sure.
I have command as in...
A command to like the thing to free him?
Basically, yeah.
Well, you could.
I can do that, I don't know.
You could command him, because you can see him, but you have no idea what's controlling him.
Okay.
So
Nice.
Hixsori attempts to command Penumbra to stop his shambling. And, Penumbra looks like he's being affected by the spell, but then the fungus covers more of his body, and then he, gets that faraway look on his face and continues going.
You can't stop me from shambling, man. I'm a shambling man.
All right. So how are the mushroom folk oriented?
So there's 4 groups of 4. The first group is attacking Penumbra over here. The next group is attacking Will over here. And then the 2 groups in the back are shambling forward towards you. The room that you're in is a giant space where there's this fountain in the center that's all choked up with fungus.
So first things first, I'm going to fucking blow up that fountain.
For sure.
I'm scared of it. You said it's overcome with this fungus?
Yeah.
And the fungus crawled up Penumbra.
Yeah.
And took over him. Yeah, that's gotta go, dude. That's the center. I can smell it. I can smell it a mile off.
I'm like, nah, man, you should totally just touch the fungus. It's totally awesome. The fungus is your friend, man.
I'm not in any immediate danger right now, right?
Well, you're far enough back that you've already resisted the fungus trying to take you over. So, I mean, yeah, you're not in any danger from the mushrooms.
Okay.
I just want to say that touch the fungus sounds like a rejected slogan.
It sure does.
Touch the fungus.
Touch the fungus. It sounds like a failed dare campaign.
Yeah. Right.
Touch the fungus. It's like they're trying to tell their nerdy friend to do drugs. Come on, man, touch the fungus.
Touch the fungus, man. Come on, it's totally cool. Everybody's doing it.
All the fucking cool kids are doing it.
Dude, I touched it last week. If we touch funguses together, that doesn't mean we're gay or anything. I'm
We're
just saying,
fungus brothers.
Yeah,
Okay.
As long as there's a girl there, we can all touch fungus. It's fine.
Yeah, right.
Dude, I've made too many penis jokes today. I'm gonna stop.
Mushrooms with bushes at the bottom.
That's
They're basically
definitely
big.
true.
I mean, yeah.
That kind of set us up here.
Yeah.
Is there a cornfield nearby? Because I'm about to fling some dicks into one, dude.
Nice.
Like that crazy lady. Okay, so I'm going to cast Fireball just directly at the base of this fountain. And I'm gonna power it up to a level 5 spell.
Fuck yeah.
Blows up in a 20-foot radius too.
That's what's up.
So I don't know what all that'll hit. Will it hit anybody else, like anybody, or?
No, it's just the fountain itself is giant. It's maybe like 10, 12 feet across by itself. So there's really not a lot of, like, around it other than just like piles of fungus.
It's like a big ass turns into, again, like swirling condensing smoke that initially like swirls so fast that it ignites into this fireball. Throw it at the big tower of fungus shenanigans.
Awesome. So yeah, so you see this giant fireball hit and explode the fountain. Chunks of stone go everywhere. Fungus gets burned up. And once the smoke clears, you see that there was a hole underneath the fountain, obviously like where the water was coming from. But you see that it has big claw marks, like something had clawed its way down in there. But you can't really look at that for too long because all of the mushrooms then as one, including Penumbra, turn and look at Varus and start shambling towards him.
Shambling.
And
Speak with plants.
My God. What's the closest one to me?
So there's 4 groups of 4.
Yes.
There's 4 that are attacking Penumbra or that were attacking Penumbra. Now Penumbra is, obviously mind controlled, so they're following him. And then there's another group of 4 that were attacking Will, but now all of them are moving towards Varus.
I thought it would free Penumbra if I killed that tower.
Well, geez. I guess I'll attack the nearest group.
But you lay into the first one with your demon slaying sword and slice right down the center of it, almost slicing it in half. So the top part kind of falls over, but it's still like shambling on its root system towards you. It's like the mushroom part's a hat, and you just cut off the hat. I mean, like it's like bleeding, and clearly it's like took damage, but it's still like coming at you.
I want you to know that there's a lot of penis metaphors in this that I'm trying really hard to not mention.
Yeah,
it's cool. I kind of set y'all up for it, so
I'm going. You think disarming attack would work against this thing?
Well, it doesn't have any weapons, so.
No, I know. I'd like disarm Casey.
Oh, you could potentially do that, yeah.
So.
Of what? My lungs?
No, like you're taken over by that thing, right?
His breath attack.
Oh, you're trying to disarm me from the fungus?
Yeah.
Oh, do that.
So I'm gonna do that for my first attack. Might hurt.
So wait. You're trying to free him from the fungus with your disarm?
Yeah.
Let's see if it works.
Mm-hmm.
Let's fucking see if it works. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so you come in with your disarming strike, and you're trying to get the fungus off of Penumbra, and you manage to succeed in that you cut off the fungus you could see. But as soon as you slice that off of his body, you see that it has already begun to penetrate into his skin. So you can see that like it looks like his skin is starting to grow fungus, like there are sprouts, like there are tendrils like up from it. Like you cleared off all the stuff, but it looks like it's like growing back, like out of him.
I am the spore.
He's gonna be gone here. He's gonna be a mushroom.
I mean, you guys lick my head. You might trip out or some shit. I don't know.
I guess I'm gonna attack some of the dicks.
Okay, so you come in with your whirling axe and manage to slice into all of the ones around you. One of those was actually the one that Charlie had begun to cut into, so that one you kill. You manage to slice right down the center of it and damaging the ones around it, but killing that one. So now one of them is dead. There's like 15 left. It's Penumbra's turn, and he decides to unleash. Well, he doesn't decide. The fungus controlling him decides to unleash a poison breath attack on all of you, dealing how much damage was it?
32.
32 damage to Hixsori, Varus, and Reprious, whereas Bubbles, you managed to dodge down a little bit and only take half damage.
One of these dicks get to me. I'm fucking fucked up. Oh,
So,
I'm dead, dude. I'm super dead.
Varus, what's your armor class?
10.
All right.
10? 10?
10. 10.
What are you doing on that fountain, man?
I'm so sorry.
I thought it would help.
All right, so Varus, you take 9 points of damage as the closest mushroom swings at you and smacks you into the ground. But the other 3 that are right around you managed to miss, thankfully, because when that one smacked you down into the ground, they went to do the same, but you were already on the ground. So they ended up missing.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm at 2 hit points.
So that happens, right? But then you see what looks like the head of a giant cat peek its head up out of that hole that Varus just like destroyed the fountain on top of. Look at you, blink its eyes, and now all of you are entangled. And then it lowers itself back into the hole.
Oh, shit.
So I will just do heal. And that does he regains 70 hit points.
Damn, that's like way overkill. But yeah, Varus, you are healed for 70 hit points.
Holy mackerel.
Plays a really deep chord on her sitar, and it just resonates into you and fills you with this like holy light.
Move.
Hmm?
I thought I couldn't move.
Well, you can't like walk around.
But I can. Okay.
Okay, so how close are these things to me?
They're on top of you.
And how many of my friendlies are near me?
Not. Well, I mean, they're kind of like adjacent. They're within like 5 or 10 feet.
Okay, so shit. So being petrified and unable to move and damaged, Varus is going to panic cast Cloud Kill.
Okay. So the cloud covers this area and just starts to destroy the tops of the mushrooms. Like you can see it start to corrode and just like just start to like get like eaten away. And you see that it's even affecting the root systems. And they let out this like high pitched squeal sound. They're just like, ee! And you see that 3 or 4 of them end up falling down dead. But so you're still left with like what? 10 of them still. Or no, I'm sorry, 12 left. Yeah.
I'm gonna do some more good old mushroom whacking with my sword there. You know.
Reprious comes swinging in with his demon slaying sword, but manages to slip on all the nasty fungus gore and kind of loses his footing a little bit and manages to miss the mushrooms.
I'm gonna use I need to get out of this thing, right? I'm still surrounded by this shit, so I'm just gonna try to break out with my first move.
So you manage to rip your way out of the entanglement and free yourself.
I'm gonna jump into the hole.
Oh shit! Okay.
My friend, why?
Dude, like that thing is down there, right?
Yeah, but
so you dive into the hole, right? And as soon as you get far enough into where you can see the thing down there, it looks like a giant cat. Almost like it's got a giant cat face and it's got fur all over its body, but it's like really long, almost like a ferret. But like if a ferret was like a snake, it's like super long and it's got a couple pairs of legs on there. And as soon as you dive in, you see that it just opens up its giant mouth and like starts to go at you with its claws, and you take 32 points of damage as you fall into its mouth. And
my god!
It begins to eat you.
That was easy for it.
Yeah, my bad, guys.
the monster's turn. So the fungus mushroom things go to attack Varus. So the first one deals 12 points of damage to you, Varus, and knocks you on your ass. The other one smacks you in the head with like its big mushroom part and does an additional 14 points of damage and knocks you down onto the ground. The monster inside of the hole decides to chomp down on Will some more. So it deals 42 points of damage as it chomps down on you some more.
I'm coming for you, Will, dude. Don't worry, man.
Yeah, this was a bad idea. I should have just hung out, right? Well, I shouldn't have failed that deck save, dude. If I would have hit that deck save, I would have been fine.
You would have been totally fine. You would have been like right in there with it, ready to attack.
Instead, you're in his mouth.
Wow, but fuck.
I'm just gonna heal Varus for the 70 points again.
Oh.
Or 9 hit points or whatever.
Okay, so yeah, she does the same thing she did before. It heals you again, Varus.
Hey, thanks.
You're welcome.
How many mushrooms are left?
There are still 12.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of mushrooms. Got another 21 damage there.
All
On
right.
which one?
Yeah, which are you trying to extricate Varus? Like, are you coming in trying to kill the ones around him?
Yeah, I'm trying to help him out.
Okay. All right, so you come in with your demon slaying sword and slice into the one right above Varus and end up killing that one. You slice it right in half, like not in half this way, but like in half like that, like coming up through it, and you manage to slice like its roots and everything apart too. So now you only have 11 to contend with.
I'm inside like its jaws, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Like, how big is it compared to my torso? I am 6'8". What is its like jowl? Talking pit bull? We talking like golden?
No, it's big. It's like tiger. So you know what I mean? It's like when I say cat, I mean like jungle cat. Like it's got a big old like tiger face, but like bigger.
Can I reach its eyes?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're in its mouth. You're like right there.
Yeah, and I can just like stab it right in the fucking eye.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right, so I'm gonna use parry. Wait, is this a melee attack?
Yeah. I mean, it's basic. Yeah. I mean, it's like its jaws are just like.
So I'm gonna use parry.
Okay.
So I get to roll on when the creature damages me. I get to use my superiority die plus my dexterity modifier and reduce the damage. So this is just like the next time it attacks me, I'm reducing the damage it does to me.
Oh, cool. So like you're just like setting yourself up for in the future when it's like next round. You're gonna be okay.
Reduce its damage by 17 points.
Okay.
And I'm going to like pull out my sword and just like try to jab it in the face with my sword, with my attacks. Can you imagine that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah. Yeah. You're like in its mouth. You're like and just trying to stab behind you. Mm-hmm. All right. So you managed to stab right into the side of its face. You know, like right at its eye. Like you don't manage to poke out its eye, but you get right next to its eye and you slash into it. And you hear it let out a snarl and it whips you back and forth, kind of swinging you back and forth into the thing. And you manage to take 6 damage from him swinging you back and forth into the walls. But you could tell that you definitely damaged him.
15 damage with my silver harpoon.
All right, so Penumbra shambles over to where Varus is laying prone on the ground and just stabs into him with his silver harpoon. Varus is like, ah! And you take damage to like down onto your like left leg. He stabs into like your thigh.
My battle wounds.
Brutal.
Then it is the Serfelix's turn, and it's flinging you around, and it tries to chomp down on you again, dealing 37 points of damage. But you resisted a certain amount of it, right, Will?
yeah, 17.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you take 17 points less then. As it, as you manage to like put your weapon in between you and some of its teeth, and manage to kind of like, offset it a little bit, and so it doesn't bite down with as much force, dealing as much damage. Then the mushrooms are going to continue to try to attack Varus. who is now on the ground with a silver harpoon in his leg.
To eat me.
One of them manages to like slam down on top of him, like basically just like jump down on top of him with its like roots, because he's down on the ground, and managed to do 12 points of damage to him. And the other ones can't really get on top of him because that one is just like crawling over him like it's trying to eat him.
Does anybody... So, Will, are you down on health?
Yeah, but you can't see me.
I know.
You can, yeah.
I was going to be like, I could go run. And then...
I'm at like half health.
But you guys have no idea what's happening to Will. Like, this is all happening underground where none of you can see it. So you don't even
We
know.
saw him like jump though, right?
Yeah, you saw him jump into the hole, but that was about it.
We had to have heard something though, right?
Well, it's pretty far underground. You guys are fighting shambling monsters that are
Oh,
like...
it's far underground.
Well, I mean, it was like he dove down a hole. So, I mean, it was like, it's pretty far.
You are heals for 34.
I'm gonna stand up, make a really mean joke about how all the mushrooms look like weenies, and flip them all a bird, and then cast blink, and I'm gone.
Nice. Yeah, disappearing into the ethereal plane. So, yeah, so you see Varus do that, and he just, like, disappears into he, like, fades out of view.
And a puff of smoke. Poof.
Yeah, and just poof.
I'm just gonna hit some more of these mush penises.
So you managed to kill two of them, the two of them that were the next closest to Varus. You just come in with your demon slaying sword and you just slice right up them because you've gotten really good at that at this point, and managed to kill two more of them. So now you guys are down to what? 10 now?
We
9?
were at 10 last time.
So now we're down to 8? Okay. And
Got this thing. I'm gonna hurt him again, and hopefully hurt him enough to drop me or some shit.
you go to attack it with your pushing attack, and you manage to pry the jaws open just long enough, dealing enough damage, stabbing your sword down into its mouth, and you see its gums start to bleed and everything to push yourself out. You're still down in this little like burrow that it's created with it, but now you're out of its jaws. So you managed to shove it away from you, and it's definitely taking damage. It's like bleeding out of the mouth. It's just like blood and shit all coming out.
All right, now I can defend myself. God damn it. Cool.
All right, so Penumbra unleashes his icy blast, and it deals 29 points of damage to everybody in that little area, which includes like you and Varus and Reprious. But thankfully, or maybe not so thankfully, Will is underground, so he doesn't take any of that damage.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought I could kill this thing faster. It didn't sound that big.
After that, it is the Serfelix's turn, and so it goes to actually, you know what? So it stares you down. Bubbles, make a Constitution save.
Yes.
So the Serfelix locks its giant predator eyes on you, and you feel this thing come over you where you feel like you're rooted to the ground, but you manage to shake it off and like raise your weapon.
Hey Matt.
Yeah.
Did Penumbra's breath hit any of the dick monsters?
Oh shit! Yeah, it definitely did. So it dealt damage to those monsters as well, which means that 3 more of them are dead.
So
So you have 5 left.
what are you at hit points, Varus?
I'm Gucci. I'm in the ethereal plane with full health.
So I heal myself for 26 points.
Okay, so Hixsori strums on her sitar once again and heals herself for 26 hit points.
First of all, I want to move to a spot like 15 feet like to the right of where I was. I want to be like not where they're expecting me to be. You know what I mean? When I come back.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna cast Chain Lightning and zap 4 of these fuckers.
Yeah, they're gone.
So Varus is in the ethereal plane, and he runs over 15 feet to where he's got a good vantage point on everybody. Comes back from the ethereal plane for a second, and it calls like a huge chain of smoky lightning that arcs down and explodes the first one, and the second one, and the third one, and the fourth one. So now you've got the one left, and you see just like guts and just fungus shit just cover everything. You guys are all covered now, and like this
I poof back right before like it explodes, So,
yes, you see like it coming, and then just Varus disappears, and it hits the ground like where he was.
Ew.
All right, so Reprious comes in with his demon-slaying sword and manages to kill the last one, slicing through it and putting it into the ground finally for good.
Shit. I'm gonna use my fire breath necklace on this thing, and then as my bonus action, I'm going to yell up to them like, "Hey, I'm down here. There's this big thingy. Run away!"
Bulls comes in with his flame breath necklaces, manages to roast the whole front part of the Serfelix. It, you see its fur is singed, and it's got this super angry look on its face. But then you come through, like while it's still trying to shake the smoke away from its face, you come through and slice up its chest, and it like rears back, like hisses at you, like,
My God.
So the Serfelix lets out this horrifying shriek, just like this horrible fucking sound, sends all of you to your knees, dealing 41 points of damage.
I have 8 points of health left.
And you see that blood just starts to leak out of your ears. Even Penumbra, you end up taking damage from this as well.
Right, so I'm dead almost.
God, I went back to the plane. I almost didn't. I almost stayed.
Myself again.
Yeah, Varus, yeah, you're the only one that managed to survive that, yeah.
Well, I'm hurt now. I'm down to a quarter of health.
So I'm going to run up to where Will is and then do mass cure wounds.
So Hixsori runs over to the hole and strums on her sitar, and you all heal for 36.
Am I aware of the creature down there at this point?
Well, you know that there's something down there, because Will was like, hey guys, come and help me out. There's something happening down here.
Okay, and how far away am I from the hole?
You can run up and still do a spell. Like, you're close enough to where you can run up and cast a spell.
Okay. The question is, does Will want out of the hole?
That you don't know.
I mean, I'm going to fight to the death. I'm lawful neutral, dude. I need to kill this thing because it's harming people.
Okay. And this thing is hurting? Is this thing hurting, Matt?
Yeah, it's definitely seen better days.
Okay, well, I'm gonna run up and try and kill it and make it my zombie slave. I'm gonna cast Finger of Death.
Yeah.
Damn, okay. All right, so Varus comes in with his Finger of Death and just like points at it, and he's like,
So it's a
"Time to
smoke,
die."
and it's like a tendril of smoke that comes in, and like it moves slow, but it's unavoidable. You know what I mean? It's coming.
So you see that down. So Varus, you run up and you look down and you see that Bubbles and the Serfelix are locked in like death stares, like staring each other down. Right? It's like a Mexican standoff. But that's when you reach down with your Finger of Death and you shoot this like curl of smoke that just drifts its way down into the thing. And Bubbles sees it, and the Serfelix sees his eyes move over to it. So the Serfelix looks over at it, and it just goes right under its nose, and the Serfelix goes, and then just drops over dead.
Yes.
Of course.
So it's dead, laying there for a second. And you see that Penumbra is instantly freed from his mind control. And so Penumbra, you're just like, oh, what did I? Why does it feel like I was attacking people with fire? My throat is a little raw. But then you see that the Serfelix is, it's like dead, and then it slowly starts to shake and kind of jerk, and then it's slowly with like one eye open, and like it's just kind of like, and it's just standing there like waiting for instructions.
Varus says, "Rise, my pet."
And so it slowly grabs onto the thing and hauls itself out of the hole. And so when you see it, you see that it's like it covered in that blue fungus, but now of course that blue fungus has turned black because it's dead now. So it's all like gored up and it's all like matted and it's all disgusting looking, and it's like,
Well, I mount it, of course.
fuck yeah. So you see there's just like gets on top of it and
And I light my pipe, of course.
fuck yeah.
Yeah. right on top of the.
That's what's up. So Bubbles, you are left down in the little chamber, and you quickly.
What, he didn't ride up?
Yeah, no, he didn't. He didn't climb up with the Serfelix, but Bubbles, you quickly become aware that there are 2 iron chests down there.
Ooh.
All right. I'll open them up.
Okay.
One's a what's a mimic?
Probably.
Yeah, right. So yes, you open the first one, and inside you see several shiny silver gears of different sizes, which clearly came from the mechanical things that were wandering around the forest. Clearly, the Serfelix had like killed a couple of them and picked the best looking gears that it could find and stored them in this little thing. Because it also has 534 gold pieces, 357 silver pieces, and 12 rubies.
Damn.
So it's clearly like where it's been hoarding its treasure.
Yeah, shit.
God, what's in the other chest? Jesus.
Yeah, what's in the other chest? I'm going to share with everybody, don't worry.
So you open up the second chest and you see that there's a thick leather tome with just a few entries written in scribbled draconic. Then you see that there's also a small scrap of black parchment that has something written in abyssal.
I'll read the epistle since I
Do you want to grab all that stuff and like haul it up out of the hole?
Yeah, is there anything else in the second chest?
No, that was just those 2 things.
All right, I'm going to go back up.
Okay.
and then can when he gets back up, can I read the thingy that's in epistle?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The tomes. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. There was one more thing. There is a large iron key, like about this big. Clearly, like the Serfelix could have picked it up, but it's like way too big for you guys. It's like this big.
Can Penumbra pick it up?
Oh, Penumbra could probably pick it up, yeah, but he'd have to pick it up with like both hands because of how heavy it is.
Is it the key to the airship?
Looks like it would fit that lock based on the sizing.
So you're gonna haul that out?
I'm stronger than Penumbra. Dude, fuck that barbarian. I'm way stronger than you.
Just like, I got this. Ooh, ooh. And you just haul up. You pull your. It takes you a second, but you pull all that stuff out and just kind of set it down for everybody to see.
Dude.
I was just gonna say I walk up to the parchment paper and read the thingies.
Okay, so you see that it is written in abyssal. It says 666 paces to the east of here.
That's all it says.
That's all it says.
And I'm like a whore for knowledge, like any sort of like information. I'm definitely curious about the tome.
Okay, so you start leafing through the journal, right? And you quickly realize it is a journal. It's a journal of a guy named Czar. And apparently Czar was like an old explorer that had come to this area looking for the Baylor's hammer. And you see that he talks about the Baylor's hammer a little bit. He says that it was the weapon of a Baylor, which is a one of the commanders of the armies of the Abyss. So it's like a really high-ranking demon, and it had this hammer. And the demon was thought to be undefeatable in battle because it had this giant hammer. And when it would fight angels, it would kill the angels with the hammer, making soaking the hammer in like angel blood, making it like super crazy strong. But he began to fear that people would take it away from him, so he hid it somewhere in this forest. And as his search party was looking for this lost weapon, they ran afoul of the Serfelix, and all of his people started to get slowly taken over by fungus one by one until he was the only person left.
Jeez Louise. So I tell everybody this. I tell everybody the story that I uncovered.
Y'all are going to be so rich when you get there.
I don't even think I have any gold.
But now you do.
Cool.
May I have one of those rubies?
Oh yeah, we can all share the rubies. Whatever.
Was it like what was it, like 16 rubies or something?
There was 12 of them.
Okay.
So there's 5 of us, so each of us get 2, and then Varus, congratulations, you get the extra one.
Oh, thanks.
You
I
do that.
collect these gems. I need to start using them. I have 2 emeralds, a carnelian, a peridot, 1 pearl, 2 malachite, 1 translucent pearl, 3 rubies, and a dolphin crystal.
I think I'm my husband.
Nice, dude. You should start crafting that shit into stuff.
Yeah, I really, really, really need to.
Do you have any sapphires?
I do not.
You want a sapphire?
Sure do.
Then you now have a sapphire.
You want to trade? You want to trade for anything?
No, I'm cool. I have 4 sapphires, so I'll just give you one.
Oh, nice. Nice.
We'll go ahead and call it there. The party will kind of sit in now that the whole area has been cleared of the fungus, because now it's all dead and decaying and stuff like that, because the Serfelix is obviously dead and decaying, but of no danger to you guys anymore, as he is Varus's very faithful mount now. Which, to be honest, he's probably large enough that the vast majority of you guys can ride on him and be totally fine. So yes, you want to jump on board.
Yeah.
So you guys decide to curl up with his decaying body and kind of take a long rest before you explore the whatever is supposed to be 666 spaces to your east. So yeah, thanks to everyone for watching at home, for watching the live stream and the edited version. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Please check out madisbutler.com for any info on us, on the world and characters of Cin City D&D. Check out all of our social media links in the description. You know, we're on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, all that good stuff. But most importantly, remember to keep your friends close, but your dice bag closer. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Peace.